What's up, y'all? It's Miss Berry. I'm still unable to go live on YouTube, but I have been following this Maleah Davis case, and I'm so bothered by it because I am a guardian ad litem. If you don't know what that is, let me show you. First of all, when you go to family court, when it comes to abuse and neglect, you have the parent's attorney, CPS, and the guardian ad litem who works with the child's attorney. So here you got parents attorney. This is the lawyer who will help you and argue your side of the case in court. And then the attorney ad litem is the lawyer who represents the child during the CPS case. This is my position here, guardian ad litem. The guardian ad litem, or GAL, is a person appointed by the court to help the court to better understand your child's best interests. The GAL will review the case and advise the court on what she or he thinks is best for your child. The GAL can interview people, including you and your child, and meet with anyone else who is involved in the case, like teachers, doctors, and daycare providers. The GAL will file reports with the court before each hearing to tell the court what she or he has learned and how she thinks your child is doing. For babies and very young children, the GAL and AAL may be the same person. For older children, the GAL might be someone else who may also be a lawyer. Sometimes a CASA volunteer will serve as the GAL. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. CASAs are trained volunteers who will do all of the things that any other GAL would do, including interviewing people, filing reports, and advising court. The CASA and the GAL is the same thing. In different states, they use different terms. Like in Texas, I guess, would be the CASA, because here in North Carolina, as a GAL, I'm volunteering. I volunteer. Right now, I have a case, an abuse neglect case with teenagers. So, that's what I'm dealing with. Now, when it comes to Maleah, 4 years old, somebody should have been there to advocate for her, because as I go through all this footage and information, I'm noticing, okay, I'm just going to go to this next tab where it says why CPS says Maleah Davis was pulled from her home last year. This is Click to Houston, posted on May 7th by Aaron Barker and Sophia Ojeda. Okay, the 4-year-old girl was reported missing Sunday, was removed from her home last year, according to officials. Okay. According to officials at Child Protective Services, the state agency received a report of allegations of physical abuse in August after Maleah suffered a head injury. Maleah and her brother have been in CPS custody for the past several months, according to court documents. Brittany Bowens, Maleah's mother, was allowed to visit Maleah and her older brother once a week every Saturday while they were in CPS custody. The biological father, Craig Davis Jr., was not visiting with his children for unknown reasons, court documents say. Maleah and her brothers were removed from the home and placed with a relative at the time. Officials said a judge ordered the children be returned home in February, but under monitored conditions. Court documents said Maleah and her older brother were physically abused and neglected by Bowens and Davis. In another section of the court documents, a doctor couldn't confirm whether Maleah's injuries were caused by abuse, and Bowens was in parenting classes. Brittany Bowens has engaged in a history or pattern of child abuse and child neglect, court documents said. Craig Davis, this is Maleah's father. A lot of people want to know, like, how come she didn't just go with her father? There's plenty of reasons why she wasn't placed with her father in the first place. Craig Davis has engaged in a pattern of child abuse and child neglect. A CPS custody hearing was scheduled for May 22nd. CPS would maintain temporary custody and visit the home at least monthly to make sure everything is okay. Okay. Now, first of all, I don't work for CPS, but I do understand that in regards to CPS, there's not a lot of caseworkers, so they usually have a lot of cases. Like, the small amount of caseworkers end up taking on a lot of cases, and sadly, some of these children go unattended, and that's the point and the reason for GAL and CASA, in order to have someone else follow up with the children. So my question is, who was advocating for Maleah and her siblings? Who was advocating for them? It looks like Maleah was the only one listed in the documents for her
Friends,
case that
family,
came
and
to
even
court.
strangers coming together tonight in the A-Leaf area to hand out flyers hoping to find 4-year-old Maleah Davis. There's been no sign of her since Friday, when her stepfather claims they were kidnapped by 3 men
Okay, I'm going to
near
skip
Bush
here
Airport.
so
Court
that you can
records
see
we
the
uncovered
documents.
paint a darker picture of the little girl's life over the last several months.
Shout out to
Documents we obtained from the Harris
11.
County clerk show that last August, the Department of Family and Protective Services received a report alleging physical abuse and neglectful supervision of Maleah. She was living with her mother, Brittany Bowens, and stepfather, Darian Vence, at the time. The state got involved after Maleah's mother brought her to the hospital with a head injury. Doctors had to do surgery to remove half of her skull. When Maleah got out of ICU, doctors ordered that she wear a helmet for 12 to 24 months while she healed.
Okay, and in this it says she will have to wear a helmet for 12 to 24 months. This was in August of 2018. The surveillance video that we saw, she did not have her helmet on. That right there is telling.
But that was not Maleah's first trip to the ER. According to records, 3 weeks earlier on July 10th, Bowens took Maleah to the ER after she was throwing up blood. Doctors reported Maleah was extremely lethargic. Maleah was treated and sent home. The very next week, on July 28th, Maleah was back in the hospital for a cut to her forehead. Medical professionals reported she had blood just outside of her brain. Neither parent was able to tell doctors what could have caused it. Bowens said she was hurt after falling from a chair, but medical professionals said that would not have caused the serious internal injuries. Doctors reported they were concerned about abuse, but in the end, the court found they could not confirm whether or not those injuries were caused by abuse. The CPS caseworker believed there was neglectful supervision on Brittany Bowens' part, but nothing more. Child Protective Services has had temporary custody of Maleah since August, but they confirmed she and her siblings were placed with a relative in February. The court ordered that Maleah's parents take a parenting class. According to those records, neither has done so. A judge revisited the case back in April. It's set to go back to court on May 22nd. Cheryl Mercedes, KHOU.
How about that? So she basically, if you ask me, Brittany killed Maleah. I think she killed her, and Darian was responsible for getting rid of the body. Now, how did she kill her? I couldn't tell you. I don't know exactly how she killed her, but I do believe that she killed her, and I think Darian, for fear of being implicated in the murder, was an accomplice with getting rid of the body and making up that bullshit story talking about they got kidnapped. Okay, so then I was watching wait, where is it? I watched this. Who is this?
And her mother, Brittany. As you watch this woman talk, you're seeing what's called guilty knowledge. Watch this, but listen to it as well. Who does the mother refer to more than anybody? What two words come up more than any other words? She refers to herself in almost every sentence. I, me, help me, I feel like, I don't know what I'll do. I just want to find Maleah. If there's anybody that can help me, I just want to find my baby. I mean that from my heart. I mean that with every bit of me. I can't do this. I'm terrified for Maleah. My spirit is so broken broken. I feel so lost. Watch this because I'm going to come back to it and we'll go over the details. And then I'll go over the video of the dad when it comes out. She may not know where Maleah is, but she knows something about it.
What would you say to your daughter right now?
That mommy loves you. And I'm sorry this had to happen to you. I have to be strong for her. I have to believe that she's okay. I have to.
You know she did
because
it.
that's the only thing that's getting me through this. I'm terrified for Maleah.
No tears, never. I never seen her cry. For real. Fake crying, yeah, but not real crying. When you lose your 4-year-old. This is the time she thought it was missing. She was missing.
I feel so lost. I just want to find Maleah. I just want to find Maleah. And I love her so much. I love her so much. If there's anybody that can help me, please. Please. I just want to find my baby. I just want to find her. Help me find her, please. Help me find her.
This just gives reason why she's guilty. Guilty.
Anything helps. Share a post, share the flyer, anything. Anything helps, and it's greatly appreciated. And I mean that from my heart. I mean that with every bit of me. I'm good.
I know you don't want to talk about the investigation, but can you just tell us what Maleah's like with your daughter?
Maleah is a sweet girl. She loves to dance. She's always happy. She's very helpful.
This does not look like a mother who just
she's
like
full of life.
Her daughter has been kidnapped and nobody knows where she is. That's not.
She has a beautiful spirit.
Telling herself, I should have never did that.
Anymore.
I should have never killed her.
I can't. I'm too I'm overwhelmed.
We'll go over this again when we get video of the dad's interview.
Okay, now we're going to go back here. And I would like to... Oh, it's not on this page. Okay, hold on. It's not on this page. I wanted to go over her mother's, Brittany Bowens' mother's, information. Let's see, Brittany Bowens' mom. Grandma. And I know my mother would have smacked shit out of me if I would have walked away from that fucking microphone. I just want y'all to see when Grandma was talking how Brittany was looking behind the scenes.
My last name is Bowens.
I don't think this is the right one. This is the wrong one. Damn. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to waste your time. This one is probably this one. Oh, well, I don't know. No, this is not it. I can't find it, and I should... Oh, there it is. Here, check this angle. This camera angle. I don't get, commercials on my on my YouTube, so... This is just a video of him scrolling through, looks like Instagram. Smoking a cigarette outside. I feel like right around now, May 2nd, is when the bodies start to rot and smell bad. Okay, skip. Alright. Unmuted. Y'all gotta bear with me because I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time ever screen recording on my computer. But I thought I would come here and just show you this. I could have went live and did the whole Google Hangout thing, but I didn't. I wanted to try this. I just want y'all
Yeah,
to
if I
see
did, I would say it. Trust me.
Brittany in the
I
background.
would say it if I knew something different, but
Brittany
I
has
actually
a,
don't.
a, a jean jacket on.
I mean, the search team went out there today. I still don't know what's going on with that. I'm, they love them. We have a big supportive family from Louisiana. We're not alone.
Here she goes. This is it. This the angle I
And
wanted
then
y'all to see
once
here.
we left from there, we went to her house, and
I just can't believe she would
for assistance.
do this to
And
her
he was the
child.
one
But
that
look at
asked the
her.
maintenance people to let us in. Well, basically, what happened was we called them like 4 times about a key, and they wouldn't come.
Y'all gotta
So I
excuse
explained
me.
to
I'm
them that the
outside.
policeman was here and he wants in. Then they came and opened it up because I didn't want to call the police department and they're in the house sleeping.
Look at
So,
Brittany in the background.
yeah. It was
Do she look like a mother
Wednesday.
who just lost her
Wednesday.
damn daughter? Not to me.
So she just buried her father. And now this. This is rough. I knew him pretty well, but I really don't want to get into all that today. I'm going to stop right there. I probably said, well, I said what I know, and that's it, basically. Okay.
What she look like in the background? What Brittany? So the
Well,
people
that's
watching
good.
this
And
video, what do
I
you think
appreciate everything that you
is
guys are
going on with
doing.
Brittany?
Media
She
is a
not
way,
out there looking for
you
nothing.
know,
She
that's the
just standing
fastest way to
around.
get word out. So I appreciate you guys. I wasn't planning on speaking at all, but
The mother, look how concerned
very
she look at her
nervous. I'm
face.
very nervous.
hmm
Exactly.
She should have been standing there the whole time with her mother.
A
That's her
social media
daughter.
marketing
Her
agency.
daughter is missing. And look how she acting. Stupid. Okay. So April 30th was the last we've seen of Maleah at 7:54 a.m. The mother said that she had a flight to catch at, what was it, 11:30 or 12 o'clock. So she said she left the house at 8:30 or 8:45. This picture right here was taken at 7:54 on the April 30th. So my thought is when she went into that house, that was the end. Her mother killed her. Why? How? I don't know. And I guess we won't know because the body was so badly ruined by a lawnmower. Oh, can you imagine that? I just feel so bad for this baby. But I came on here just to say that I believe Brittany killed her child. And I also want to know who was the CASA or GAL for these children, Maleah especially. Who was the CASA or GAL for this young girl? Who was it? Who took care of her? Who was the one to advocate for her? Who was the one who was voicing her was her voice in her best interest? Who was that? Was there anyone? And how did she not, her or the boyfriend or whoever, how come she didn't complete parenting classes in order to get her daughter back, her children back? Because usually in order to get your children back from the court, from the CPS, you have to follow everything that they tell you to do. Whatever they tell you to do, you got to do it, have it done. And when you go for your final court visit, the judge might find that she can go home. But I'm so confused and I'm so saddened. I have to get off of this because this parking lot is getting real rowdy. Peace, y'all. Thanks for listening.